been out of practice for quite some time. I am in the stages of burnout. I work for an agency that we specialize in the non-standard auto for all the dealerships here in town. We had 3 agents that went to, or 3 people that went to agent school this week. So we're down to 2 agents, and it's very busy in our office. I've never had anything in my 13 years of being in insurance, I've never had anything quite as hectic and crazy as this is. When the agents went to class this week, it's just myself and another gentleman named Jason, ironically. And we've basically been there from 9 in the morning until 9 at night, every day. Saturdays included. Thank goodness we get Sunday off, because I need a day off. I need a day of rest, because today is going to be crazy, and I am really starting to get burnout. I'm really going to be thankful for when I really hope most of our agents pass the test. 2 of the 3 agents are scheduled for their licensing test today, and I'm really crossing my fingers, hoping they studied hard last night and that they can pass the test. So I need a break. I'm really burnt out, so I really need a break. So to answer your question, how do you recognize the signs of burnout? Well, for starters, 13, 14-hour days is a good start for heading towards burnout. Another one is when you're driving in your car and you can't remember if you're coming or going to the office. That's a good sign of burnout. When you dread getting up and going to work every morning, that starts to be a sign of burnout. But the one thing that you can look for to yourself is that even though President Obama has told us that we're coming out of the recession and that we're coming out of a bad time, it's still not the best time to be looking around for jobs right now, because they're still hard to come by and there's still a high unemployment rate. So each time you think of, and especially with the clients that I talk to, it's still not the best time. We're not out of the woods yet, so to speak. So be grateful for having a job right now, is what I'm trying to say. And when you start to feel those signs of burnout, you have to remind yourself that we should be really thankful that we have the ability to look forward to employment, because it's really tough. And I saw a documentary on I think it was Showtime or HBO the other day about hard times in Long Island, and the unemployment rate there is like crazy high. It's like 12.5% unemployment. And these, middle-aged, I'm approaching middle age, I'm approaching my 40s, middle-aged folks are out of work, and their skill set, they're having a tough time. The mortgage is calling, they're almost going to lose their house, their jobs and everything. I thank God I have a job, and I thank God I had that God gave me the ability to give me the skill set that gives me the ability to keep my job and do well. So whenever you have signs of burnout, just remember that we're very lucky and we're very grateful and we're very fortunate to be employed in this time of age. Not a tough one.
Do you have time? Maybe?
I think we do.
I think that actually we could do, we can do another one.
Okay. All right, let's see. All right, we're going to go with music. I saw you looking down, not making eye contact. Don't call on me, don't call on me. Okay. Here we go. Theodore White said this. I think he was attached to the Kennedy administration, I'm not sure. Everything's a blur. To go against the dominant thinking of your friends, of most of the people you see every day, is perhaps the most difficult act of heroism you can perform. Explain.
Thank you very much. It's like an old speech speech just in the
I know.
topic. So I can just read the topic and go back and
That's your name
say
all
I'm
over.
done. To go against the dominant thinking of your friends, of most of the people you see every day, is perhaps the most difficult act of heroism you can perform. To go against the dominant thinking of your friends. So what do my friends think of me? Dominant thinking of my friends. Well, they're my friends, so they must think I'm a okay person, right? So should I go against that thinking that I'm a bad person? Is that what this person is saying?
That's how you interpret it.
That's what I'm thinking. Most difficult act of heroism. We heard about one act of heroism Walter talked about. I guess what this person is trying to say is we should think outside of our comfort zone. So if we feel like our friends are telling us, hey, you're doing a good job, you behave well, you're a good person, maybe we should try to get better. Think outside the box. Go, like the Star Trek says, boldly go where no one has gone before, right? So I think that's what this author or this writer or this person is saying, that we should all push ourselves to do better, to be better, to reach out to those who we are not comfortable talking to. If we are mad with a friend or a neighbor or a relative, maybe we should just let that madness go. We should become friends with them. I think that's in essence what we should all be doing every day, is to get better, to treat people better, and the best part is when it is not easy to do. So I grew up hearing that it's easy to be nice with somebody who's nice to you. I think the real hard part and the more important part is to be nice with people who are not that nice to you. That's what I think of this book.
Thank you, everybody.
Mary, you need to turn it back over to the
Oh, I'm
Toastmaster.
sorry, Mr. Toastmaster.
Thank you very much. Very good table topic session, Mary. Thanks for doing that again for us, 2 times in a row. Jason, you signed up to be the evaluator?
Yes.
Great. So I will now request Jason to give us his evaluation of the table topics.
Okay. Do I just do it from here, stand up? Or
Whatever you
Okay.
You can do it.
Standing
Yeah,
up.
stand up.
Okay.
Yeah, just stand up.
Fellow Toastmasters, my evaluation of the table topics would start with Debbie, and she spoke about a quote, which I didn't write down, but I thought she was very confident. She used humor, used good eye contact, and she was able to tie in the quote was about courage, and she tied in courage with life change. So I thought she did a very good job. And she did it at 3 minutes, so she did go over 1 minute, I guess. If that was the goal. So, I'm sorry, I still got 3 more to do. Okay, and then I did Jason, me. I was right at 2 minutes. I'm gonna assess myself from the inside out.
Can I give you an evaluation instead of evaluating yourself?
Yes, you sure can.
Okay. I didn't realize when you came in that you had been to a previous meeting. I thought by your gestures and your confidence that you possibly were a Toastmaster previously, and I probably would have jumped in and said I would do the evaluations, because it's not really fair to have an individual who's not a Toastmaster doing the evaluations, because you don't know what we're looking for.
Yeah, I don't know what you're looking for.
When you went up, you did a very good job looking around, summing up the room, and I imagine that that comes from this new role you've taken of not being an employee, but being an employer. You have a different view of things, a different perspective, and we can see that. We can see it in your body language. Flows right through you.